Look, the movie was really good before this kind of twist. It's great now. Well, it's finally happening. The final installment of the Cornetto trilogy. Today we're watching The World's End. I really loved Shaun of the Dead. I really loved Hot Fuzz, and I can't wait to see what the crew does with what I believe is more of a sci-fi disaster film. I'm expecting to be horrified, engaged, and I expect to laugh a lot. So let's get into it. Let's experience The World's End for the very first time.
Ever had one of those nights that starts out like any other but ends up being the best night of your life? There was nothing we were gonna miss about school. Maybe Mr. Shepherd. He was definitely one of the good guys.
Wow, I didn't expect to see him again.
That night, it was the site of a heroic quest to conquer the Golden Mile.
Right.
12 pubs.
12?
All before reaching our destiny, the world's end. We hit pub 1 and we hit it hard.
Okay, there's no way they made it all the way to the world's end this time.
Pint 6 put O-Man out of commission. I bumped into his sister in the next pub. We went into the disabled, then I had to let her go. I had another date that night. In the end, we blew off the last 3 pubs and headed for the hip.
That sounds about right, yeah. Okay, how much of this is about to repeat?
And knowing in my heart life would never feel this good again. It never did.
You're disappointed?
About what?
You didn't make it to the world's end.
He's definitely playing a different character in this movie. Oh no. It's like he's trying to get the band back together.
She's a beauty.
Hello, Peter. Gary. The once and future king.
Were you outside my house this morning?
No. One night, 5 guys, 12 pubs. This time we are going to see it through to the bitter end.
Even Andy?
Why wouldn't Andy be coming?
Well, I thought that after the accident.
Not an issue.
What accident? Ah! He's walking chaos, man.
What are you doing here, Gary?
We are going to do the Golden Mile, and this time we are going to make it
To the world's end.
What's this all about, Gary?
It's about closure. You know, why should getting older affect something as important as friendship? A lot's changed since then. You never know. You might make it to the end this time.
Andy is definitely coming.
Yeah.
And you convinced him how?
Well, certainly looking forward to this conversation.
Felicity.
You have a friend here to see you.
No, I don't. You have a very selective memory, Gary.
Thanks.
You remember the Friday nights. I remember the Monday mornings.
Yeah, that's why we're going back on a Friday. 600, wasn't it? Mum died
When?
a couple of weeks ago.
Is this true?
You're the best friend I ever had.
Aw. I choose to believe he's being sincere. Because I want to believe it.
So I'm just trying to decide which of us is the biggest idiot for coming.
All of you.
You're late.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are. You know your problem, Gary? You're never wrong.
How is that a problem?
Let's do this!
Oh, look! Is anyone hungry? I need a piss, actually.
He is gonna get them so killed.
I don't know. He did finally pay me back that 600 quid.
Really? You borrowed 200 off me.
And me?
Take a moment to look upon it in its original colors, boys. For tonight, we paint it red.
Good, let's pull them over. Let's arrest them before this thing has a chance to go off the rails.
Your left brake light's faulty.
No!
The old brake lights. So cool because they're always braking.
I'll give you my name and address. Yeah. Peter Page, 48 Bishop's Gardens, London.
Gary, he will check the number plate against his name.
I know. Why do you think I gave him Pete's name?
Don't make too much mess.
It's like the old and the new generation. The first post. All right.
It's like deja vu.
I'm glad they're getting a nice and early start.
I don't remember this at all. Has it been refurbished? Bought by chain on it.
Can't take away the smell, though.
Sure they tried. What do you recommend?
There's one. It's crowning glory.
Can we have 4 of those and a tap water, please?
What?
I would love it if Andy...
Seriously have a problem with me not drinking after what happened? We are not teenagers anymore.
Correct.
The old familiar. Now this is a pub.
Oh, yes. This is more like
It's the same. It's the exact same! Oh no!
She was a good woman.
She's not dead. I no longer believe he was sincere at all.
Me too, mate.
You get lost on the ring road again?
Oh, he invited his sister.
This is Newton Haven. What time are you meeting the twins?
Oh.
But we're all at the Old Familiar. Come by if you want.
She's in town for a different reason.
What, she's coming here?
Hey, calm down, Steve. I saw her
Jesus.
first. Really have a selective memory, don't you?
Somebody else was saying that.
Me?
No, I would have remembered.
Stephen, wow, you look fantastic.
Steroids.
Gary.
I like the ice in her voice as she said Gary. Oh, Gary.
Gary, you are out of your mind.
What are you talking about? You gave me the sign.
Gary,
That's-
are you serious? I haven't seen you in 20 years. What happened to you?
Nothing happened to me. I'm same old Gary.
That's the problem.
Oliver, I'll see you later. Oh, yeah, I believe this is yours.
Out of order.
What is that? Modern art. Memorial, isn't it?
Yeah, to modern art.
Look who it is. Basil. Basil. Do you remember we used to come in here and listen to him talk about UFOs and lizard people?
You're Bard.
Oh no!
This is ridiculous.
Really barred for
It's
life.
not worth it.
Had to in the next one.
Count it. Really kind of disturbing.
Erica Leeks, Tracy Benson, Becky Salt. 2 blondes and a redhead in the middle.
The marmalade sandwich.
I mean, sitting at that table over there are 2 blondes and a redhead in the middle. That's the marmalade sandwich all glowed up.
Wow. Spooky. The past where it is. It's bad enough having to look at your old ugly mugs.
Leave the past where it is. Sometimes that's the right thing to do.
Got the same haircut, and Oliver's still got his mark of the devil. No, he hasn't.
No, he hasn't. No, it's called laser surgery, Gary. You know, it works for Sisters of Mercy tattoos as well.
I still like the Sisters of Mercy.
Excuse me. It's taken.
Uh-oh. What do we
Is the
got?
seat taken?
Bottling up past trauma can lead to inadequate coping strategies in later life.
I mean, it's not even about the past. No, it's the fact that just then, he didn't recognize me. He looked straight through me.
Shots!
Oh my
S-H-O-T-S. Shots!
Gary, you suck, bro.
I am going to go and see if there's a bus back to London if anyone wants to come with me. You can't go because the buses are finished. Yeah, you've got your houses and your cars and your wives and your job security. You don't have what I have. Freedom. You should grow up, mate. Join society.
I really would like to know more. Like, what is driving Gary? What's the weight? What's the hurt? It's not that his mom died.
You guys look like you're having a good night, though.
He's like, why are you talking to me?
Hey, look at me when I'm talking to you.
Please don't.
Ooh, what's gonna happen? Oh man. Okay, this is wild. I mean, there's something else going on here. Oh! Like,
You need to explain
what?
this right now.
Do you know who I just spoke to?
Oh my god!
Your mum. His head just came off. No, Gary, you are not going to wriggle out of it this time.
WTF.
Why does he keep saying WTF? Oh, his whole gang is probably whatever he is. This is crazy. Yeah! Andy's holding his own. I'm wildly impressed. Oh! Andy smashed it! Oh! Wow!
Everybody's been replaced by one of these. That's why no one recognized us. Basil, Dave, Raimondo.
think?
I thought it was weird. Andy, aren't I right? You're never wrong.
I wonder if it's true. Could they all be? Nice use of the out of order sign.
Are you saying we move on to the next pub? Look, we should get in the Beast and head
course.
back to London. Andy can drive. He's teetotal.
Nope.
The way I see it, we've told everybody we're doing the Golden Mile. You did. If we suddenly jump in the Beast now and head for the hills, they're going to know that we know.
We've finished the Golden Mile. It's pointless arguing with him. Drink up.
Andy's given up. Look, the movie was really good before this kind of twist. It's great now. Oh man. Okay, this is scary as heck. What in the world?
I need the toilet.
Go on then. You've earned it. Huh? You're doing really good, Oliver.
Very encouraging. Thanks, Gary.
I'm going to go over there and subtly check if that is the Reverend Green. And if it is, I can ask him what's going on. And possibly buy some drugs.
No, you shouldn't do either of those things.
The town's been taken over by robots full of blue stuff. Shh, keep your voice down.
It's not what you think. This is for all our benefit. You've said too much, Trevor.
Oh my God, are these guys robots?
It's your supervisor.
Thanks a bunch.
Oh man, and here's Oliver. No idea what's going on.
I suggest you get on your way.
Seriously, you guys should just leave town.
I think we should do what he says.
What'll it be? One of our guest ales, perchance? Welcome home, boys.
That was too much. It was too everything Gary wanted.
He's obviously one of them. How can he be? Remember me?
Maybe they have selective memories.
Oh, it's creepy.
Yeah, like, what's his name? Me!
Ah!
Well, it's weird, isn't it?
Oh, she's
You come back and everything's the same, but
different.
Come with me.
Have you noticed anything creepy about the twins, apart from the fact that they're twins?
just because they're twins doesn't automatically make them creepy.
It does a little bit.
I'm a twin. Fraternal, she's a sister. I'm a brother.
He said that Newton Haven has been taken over by robots. Did you believe him?
Uh-oh.
What?
Oh, come on, this music is like killer!
See?
He just ripped her head off. This is wild as heck.
He's not good enough for you.
What?
You might think this is because I've had 7 pints, but it's not. I'm in love with you, Sam. I always have been.
There is nothing between me and Gary King.
Oh! Yo, what? Oh, those are legs instead of arms. Holy crap! That's kind of awesome.
Look, Gary said they'll get us if we try and leave now.
Oh, we're way past leaving now. Come on.
Oliver seems to simultaneously be like so aware of what's going on, but also kind of unaware at the same time. I don't know how to describe that.
Keep an eye out for blanks.
You got it.
Here you go. Get these down you.
Thanks. Stephen?
I don't want to go yet.
I'm the only one who's going to tell you the truth about Newton Haven.
Let's go!
The marmalade sandwich.
Stephen?
This is getting weird! Okay, what happened to Oliver?
They replaced people of influence, taking over the institutions. It's not like the replacements were evil. Far from it. People got a lot friendlier. They just want to make us more like them. Change the way we think, which is fine, unless you say no.
Oh, Andy. Oh no! She just swallowed his wedding ring?
Sam, who was the boy that you liked in sixth form? Adrian? He's over there. Hey, Sam.
We have to get out of here!
Whoa, hold up.
I love that Steve and Sam are the only rational ones
Where are
left.
you all going?
He's obviously been replaced.
Adrian King died in a motorbike accident in Italy 8 years ago.
Did he?
Oh.
We've got to get out of town. We've got to get beyond it before it's too late.
Oh man, it's too late!
No, we are going to the Beehive. Gary's plan is still the best we have.
1990 model Oliver was out of commission by this point in the evening.
Yeah.
I like the new you!
No, come on! Gary!
Are you a robot?
Of course, I'm not a robot.
Sir?
Yes, Stephen.
But you're on their side, though.
This is not about sides, Stephen. There's a vast community of worlds up there. They want us along for the ride. What do you say?
I think it's pretty clear.
Oliver.
What Mr. Shepard is trying to say is that...
The beginning of the movie would have said WTF. Good job, Andy.
WTF!
Human, you leave us no...
Holy crap!
Now, flee.
Andy's freaking awesome!
Oh, look, that's my car!
That's convenient, let's go!
Let's climb down the drain pipe.
A better idea.
What? Oh, you idiot!
Climb down the drain pipe.
Ugh.
There comes a time you have to go forwards, not backwards.
True.
Maybe if I hadn't left you behind that night, things would all be different.
Maybe.
It's not all about that night, Gary.
Isn't it?
No.
It doesn't have to be.
Oh, come on. I think she just changed her life, Gary. This looks awesome. There we go. There it is. Yes! I knew we'd have a fence scene. Come on.
Put her in a car, I just told her to leave.
You just sent away the only one of us sober enough to drive.
Jesus, I do something right for a change and you get on my case.
Wow, that is the first time I've ever heard you admit being wrong.
I said I did something right. How do we know you're you?
Of course I'm me. How did you know O-Man was an O-Man? Because his birthmark was back.
Ooh, nice.
How about December 1997, when you OD'd and I drove you to the hospital and I ended up rolling the car, at which point you made a miraculous recovery and ran off into the night, leaving me to get arrested after 12 hours of life-saving surgery.
Wow.
Gary, what do you mean nobody's inside? And we can still do this. Oh, we're still on the crawl.
Hey,
Uh-oh.
I know we didn't see eye to eye at school. Let me make it up to you, Peter. Where's Pete?
Wow, Pete.
We don't want to hurt you.
Yes!
I'm very disappointed in you, Peter.
Oh no. He's surrounded.
We gotta go. Gary's right. We gotta get to the King's Head. Exactly. What?
No.
We are not going to the King's Head.
Oh.
It's definitely not modern art.
Oh, what? I didn't give that thing a second thought after I saw it in the beginning.
How are we gonna get to it? Oh, I'll have to go through. Number 10.
Wait, was that Simon Pegg on the picture?
To Oliver, Pete, and to us. You know, because 10 pubs isn't bad.
So close.
Let him go! He left you, man!
I can't!
Andy, you're such a good guy. Oh no. No, not Andy! Yes!
Andy, look out!
He did it! One to go! Whoa!
Andy! We haven't much time!
Andy.
Uh-oh. Oh! He got the ring back! Oh, it's just there waiting for you? That's suspicious. Don't drink that one.
You've had enough! This is the world's end, man! I know!
There is a reason I'm angry at you.
I know why you're angry at me, okay? But it's not my fault that you crashed that car!
That's not the point.
A little bit of heart.
Stop following me!
Hey, you know what, Gary? You got a real friend in Andy, and you need to not kick him in the crotch. Thanks.
You've got your perfect job and your perfect house and your perfect wife!
She took her kids to her mum's 3 weeks ago.
So sad.
She said I'm not present enough. I am trying to win her back. I just punched my wedding ring out of a robot's tummy.
Exactly, you
Even
fight
more
for what's
impressive.
important.
What's so important about the Golden Mile?
It's all I've got!
I mean, look, with all this chaos, who would have thought this final fight
You need help, Gary. I got help.
would be with Gary and Andy?
It never got better than that night.
Uh-oh. Well, of course the world's end is like the robot HQ.
We are here to enable your full potential.
The chance to be young again, and yet retain selected memories. Isn't that something you'd like?
It kind of is, but also no way, man. Gonna rip his head off.
Nah.
Yeah! That was so satisfying.
Must the galaxy be subjected to an entire planet of people like you? At this point, your planet is the least civilized in the entire galaxy.
I believe that.
That makes me proud. And me.
You are but two men. Two drunk men.
3 drunk men!
Good job, Steve.
Just said you're not here to conquer. How many people did you have to replace in Newton Haven?
I'm human.
1!
And me.
That's 2!
I am. Don't know for how long.
Battle! What about the ones you replaced, like Peter and Oliver?
Redundant vessels are recycled, mulched, and converted into fertilizer when new.
Mulched!
Yeah, that's the key word, mulched. Holy cow.
I think you bit off more than you can chew with Earth, mate. Yeah!
It's our duty to challenge you. You don't leave.
Face it! We are the human race, and we don't like being told what to do.
That's true.
It's pointless arguing with you.
He just argued him into giving up. Awesome.
I think our luck just changed.
Sam?
I was gonna say, it's Sam. I love
Get
it.
back for us. Backwards!
Backwards, yes. Away from the exploding ball of electricity. This is awesome.
We made it!
It really does feel like they made it to the world's end. Wow.
Everyone remembers where they were when the lights went out on planet Earth. When the network went down, it triggered some kind of pulse. I'm back with a wife, which is something.
Aww.
We decided our problems didn't seem as bad in the grand scheme of things.
Happy-ish ending? Aww. Except for the Cornetto, yes! I was wondering if I'd missed the reference.
A week or so after the network pulled out, they just sort of rebooted by themselves. Stephen and Sam got together in the end. Didn't see that coming.
Why not? You should have seen it coming.
Don't know what happened to Gary.
Looks like he found some new boys.
Wherever he is, I hope he's happy. Real friends, those are things worth living for.
He found his younger friends and...
worth fighting for.
Still fighting for the only thing he has.
5 waters, please.
I ain't serving this scum.
Oh, man. Woo!
They call me the king.
I knew it was gonna just end, and I'm so here for it. I wouldn't want that to end any other way. I had an amazing time watching this movie. That's really what it comes down to. This was fantastic. It was everything I wanted. The first half hour or so was just a great comedy. It was great watching these guys, kind of their dynamic, getting to know like the main characters and wondering and questioning what Gary's motivation was, what pain was driving him. So let's start with these robots, these people who were invading. Just right out the gate, they said in the movie that it's not an invasion, it's a merger. They didn't come to take over, but to help, right? That, you know, they always gotta have those good motivations. They're really just here to help, to make us like them. That's what they said, I wrote it down. And change the way we think. And that's the problem. And I think that's where we could all learn a little bit. For me, the whole moral of the film is you can't force your belief on others, even if it is to help them. And we really want everyone to think like us. And there are cases and points could be made that there's some issues that we should all come into agreement on, but at the same time, we cannot force people to change the way they think. That's not how the world works, and that's not how anything should work. You and I might disagree on a great number of things, and I promise you there's a good chance we do. That doesn't bother me as a person. I'm not gonna try to force you to change the way you think. I would like to talk to you and try to understand your point of view, because I believe that that's where hope and healing and change comes from. It's when we stop trying to force our own opinion on everyone and say, hey, help me understand your opinion, and then I'll help you understand mine. And at least we can stop dehumanizing each other, right? Stop looking at you like you're a robot and just kind of, let's at least talk like humans. I also really loved the conversation Gary had with Sam, trying to help him realize, like, stop living in the past. You don't have to be completely trapped by that one day. And a lot of us, I think, we look back so fondly on the past and good experiences we had in our teenage years or our early 20s or our 30s. And it's like, man, if I could just go back there, if I could recapture that feeling or that moment or that experience. And one, that experience has probably been idealized in our mind. It maybe wasn't that good, but two, we can't go back. And I think there's really power in saying, all right, what can I do to make today, to make tomorrow the ideal, right? Instead of looking at the past as the ideal. I just love the film. Please tell me what you thought of this film. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please check me out on Patreon. I have full links for the entire Cornetto trilogy, as well as Spaced, all in a watch-along format. I loved Spaced. That was a great comedy. I'm so glad some of my patrons suggested that one. Yeah, hit the like button, subscribe for more content like this. You can check out the rest of the Cornetto trilogy here and some other stuff YouTube thinks you would like for whatever reason. What does that say about you? I don't know, but I'll see you in the next one. Bye.